Hey Clubhouse, Erin here. We are now on Ko-Fi, a support platform where you can help us grow while gaining access to exciting new storytime adventures like never before. Head to ko-fi.com and search Hippocampus Clubhouse in the Explore tab, where you'll find multiple ways to offer support, from one-time donations to choosing one of 4 membership options, all of which allow you even more access to both me and the Clubhouse, with special ways of saying thank you, including a personal shout-out to you right here on the podcast. Whether you're a monthly member, a one-time contributor, following us on Instagram, or simply love tuning in and sharing our story time with friends, we are so thankful for your support. Now, on to the show. Hi friends, welcome back to the Hippocampus Clubhouse, a fun and inclusive SEL-based storytelling podcast for kids. Erin here, and today we're discovering the world's first crayon activist, Bellen Woodard. After discovering that so many people unknowingly were using the term skin-colored when referring to the peach-colored crayon, Bellen set out to inform the world that skin can be any number of colors, and that the peach-colored crayon only resembles one. At just 8 years old, Bellen set out to create an entire box of crayon colors called Bellen's More Than Peach Project that reflected all of the skin tones in her classroom and beyond. But in the process, she also spread a message of inclusion, empowerment, and above all, inspired kids all around the world, just like you, to harness the power of their kidhood and become the next generation of leaders and change makers. In fact, she not only started the change of crayon colors for Crayola and more, she even wrote this book. Let's find out more by getting comfy cozy and ready to open our hearts and minds with More Than Peach, written by Bellen Woodard. More Than Peach. Hi, I'm Bellen. Rise and shine, sunshine, is my wake-up call. But just for a moment, my eyes cling to last night's dream, not ready to leave them behind. My mornings are filled with smiles and a bump here and there from my family around the breakfast table. We rush in the busyness the mornings can bring. As we load up in the car, being with my brothers is sort of like gazing into a mirror. Their faces reflect mine. The shades of the world with the same warm and curious eyes. When I get dropped off, I sigh as I wave goodbye. My brother's reflections disappear as the car drives off to take them to a different school and leave only me behind. But just one me is more than enough, and I make so much of it. Sometimes we might trip up, but we always have friends to catch us. And my school is a home away from home. And when at home, we learn to grow. And at school, I decide that I want to color a picture with my friends. They're sitting next to me and they look different than me, but that doesn't stop us from celebrating each other and having fun together. Does anyone have a skin color crayon? My friend asks. I think about it, and some call it the skin color crayon. I've heard it many times before, but this time, when I pass what I call the peach-colored crayon to him, something in me feels different. I look over at all my friends. They all have similar skin tones, a little bit different from each other, but nothing like mine. I hear another friend say, hi, can someone pass me the skin color crayon? I need it for my picture too. And another friend asks, and another friend asks. And the question rings through the room to me. This question doesn't seem to bother my teachers or my friends, just me. Why was I the only one in the whole classroom feeling confused? That night at home, my mom is helping me fix my hair, and we celebrate the day. We share lots of stories and giggles, but then I decide to tell her about the skin color crayon language. I explain that even though the question puzzles me, I always still pass on the peach-colored crayon. My mom replies, well, our skin color is brown, so next time, why not just hand over the brown crayon instead? Mom says. But I think about it, and that doesn't really feel right either. So I think a while, and a little while, and a little while more, and I think more and more until the idea hits me. No, Mom, instead, I'll just ask what color they want, I answer, because skin can be any number of beautiful colors. So the next day, I go back to school. We're all coloring together, just like we were yesterday. And so the next time the question, can you pass the skin-colored crayon? Rings out, I reply this time, which one? Skin can be any number of beautiful colors. My friend smiles and says, oh yeah, I meant the peach color. And then suddenly I realize that if this friend could understand, maybe my other friends could too. Again and again, for weeks, I get asked the same question anytime we're coloring self-portraits. And again, I always reply the same way. Gently and knowingly, each time I'm trying to change the language and the way that people refer to that one particular color as a definition for all skin. Until one day I finally hear an echo, and my teacher replies the exact same way that I do. Of course, she says. What crayon color would you like? Because skin tones can be any number of beautiful colors. And she gives me a wink. I had been the spark, and now my whole classroom is lit up. And it's so important that your space is brilliant. Brilliant and big, just like you. Soon, the new language that I have started rippled through the school. If I can make such a big change here, I can also probably make it happen at other schools. I go home that night and I present my ideas to my family. I put my idea to paper and my family helps me plan. Growing isn't always easy, and change is a team effort. I am so happy to have my family's support. And the bigger your team, the faster the change will happen. My friends and family help me pass out flyers, and I lead the way and ask the rest of the school and the whole community to help me share them about my new language. All around the world, the language is changing. Minds are growing. I speak publicly not only to kids but also to grown-ups about how we need to be more inclusive, especially when it comes to diversity and the way that we use color. And I will keep going until the world knows we're much more than just a peach-colored crayon. We're each colors in crayon. I created an entire line of crayons that covered almost every single skin color possible. I used my resources and got it manufactured and put in stores all over the United States. It's called Bellen's More Than Peach Project, and I consider myself the world's first crayon activist and the pioneer of skin-colored crayons. Together, we can show the power of kidhood, one crayon at a time. The end. So it seems, friends, Bellen didn't let her age, experience, or big competition stop her from making a big change in the crayon industry. She stayed focused on her goal of not only making more inclusive skin-colored crayons, but also changing the language we use surrounding certain crayon colors and skin tones overall, proving that no matter how old you are, your voice matters. And when you choose to believe in yourself and use your voice with confidence, you truly can change the world. In fact, Bellen has a letter at the opening of her book that I would like to share with you. It says, "Hi, I'm Bellen, president of Bellen's More Than Peach Project and the world's first Crayon Activist. And now I can even add industry transformer. I began More Than Peach after doing something I hadn't known I would ever do, and then creating products that ended up making a really big change. What was my goal? Well, to make sure that absolutely no kid feels disincluded in their spaces for simply being the human they're intended to be. My book showed you how I managed to transform my classroom and more to make it super cool for everyone there, and how you can step in, no matter how old you are, to help lead the way, even when you think that you never could. If you have any questions or ideas after hearing my story, you can even connect with me. Can't wait to see what you do next, and I'm rooting for you. Sincerely, Bellen Woodard. And friends, I'm rooting for you too. I hope you enjoyed today's story, and if you did, have your grown-up click the link in the show notes now. For more stories like this one, visit our website at hippocampusclubhouse.com. Subscribe to never miss a story time with us, and follow us on Instagram at Hippocampus Clubhouse to join the fun. Before we go, I want to say a big thank you to our Ko-Fi and Patreon supporters. Your contributions allow our free story time to reach children just like you all around the world. Discover how you can gain more Clubhouse perks by visiting our website or clicking the support link in the show notes now. Thank you so much for joining me today for Storytime, friends, and I loved being with you. Until next time, keep telling your story with an open heart while listening to others with an open mind.